Deadzone has a long history of insane bases built by the community during many different time periods, but one specific base stands out because although it broke the record for the largest base ever built on a public server, the entire project fell flat on its face. The base in question is the Pewifire Sanctuary started by MinePL, but it has a very long list of contributors and is one of the biggest collaborations ever made by the community. So how could such a high-profile project fail? Well, in the public server of an Anarchy game, anything is possible. This is the history of the record-breaking base that failed. Now, I did mention the existence of the Pewifire Sanctuary in a previous video, but I think it deserves its own video because the trials and tribulations of this base and what it went through is nothing short of insane. Not only that, but the people involved with making and griefing this base in total had ties to 7 different major clans in Deadzone Classic history. So let's start from the beginning. On November 9th, 2025, MinePL started working on a very structured and clean-looking base, the likes of which the community was not used to before. He then posted this picture in the fan club server to show it off, which I then saw and asked him if I can join and help. He declined. Mine wanted to work on the base completely on his own, but he did allow me, Snowyy, Hail, and Hollow to build on the mountains nearby and defend while mine took a much needed break from building. But in that time, disaster struck. While waiting for mine to return, me and Snowyy sat on the mountains defending, but JJCT and Himothy both paid us a visit, and killed us, and vote kicked us, and built all over the base to obstruct it. At this time, there was no way to break objects in Deadzone, so griefers would build all over the base to make it inaccessible, instead of just destroying it. This is exactly what these two did, and the first attempt had fallen to griefing after possibly 10 hours of building by MinePL alone. So the next day, we tried again, and this time, mine allowed me to help with the building. I also chose a location more isolated and hard to find, but almost right after we started, the WMD clan, mine's own clan, found us, killed us, and took over the base. The members of WMD that griefed us were Panarno and Nikora. And on top of that, Moralang even paid us to visit and attacked one of the defenders, making it even more difficult. So, after 2 attempts and countless hours of building, the base had been griefed by 2 different groups of people using alt accounts, different exploits like the car glitch, which was active at the time, and vote kicking just to stop the sanctuary from ever being built. And you may ask why? No reason whatsoever. On top of these 2 groups attempting to grief the bases, we also faced a number of people coming to visit and attacking us alongside them. So after that point, we took a break for a month, but in December, we came back for one final attempt. A new spot was chosen to build at, which was even further from any player activity, and more builders were brought onto the project. A lot more. Either to build or to defend, with an extremely wide range of backgrounds, such as Area, Hail, Deadzone Z2, Snowyy, former Drop Bag Bandits members Imad and Prubin, former TTK owner Artemis, former Astral Guardians owner Modify, Arthur, Hollow, Vruv and his friend Knight, and still leading the entire build, MinePL. I was also a director of the project because of my prior building experience with TTK and the Minamoto clan, and in total, I spent around 8 hours building, and we all spent around 25 hours just maintaining the base and building. At one point, we had 5 different builders working on the base at the same time, while being defended from the neighboring mountain by players like Snowyy and Deadzone Z2. So you may be wondering, how could it go wrong at this point? It wasn't griefing, it was the server itself. After so many hours of building, we all decided to get off and keep building the next day, because we thought we had enough time. Arthur and myself were assigned to keep the server alive by running our accounts AFK in the safe zone, but time caught up with us. The server was only about 30 hours old when we all logged off, so we assumed that we'd have another day of work on the base because most Roblox servers last as long as 80 hours before shutting down. But when I woke up in the morning, what I saw was tragic. The server had shut down early. We hadn't even been able to take any cinematic videos or screenshots of it before it was gone. This is the last screenshot we had. There wasn't even a roof yet. So what happened? Roblox servers have an allocated amount of memory they can use up before the server shuts itself down because the load is too heavy. What we think happened is that so many objects were placed, it used up so much of the server's memory that it had to shut down early. We built so much that it shut down the entire server. One thing we do know for sure, however, is that it is by far the largest base ever built in a public server in Deadzone's history, even though it was never finished. But since it was never finished, will there be another attempt by MinePL someday?
No, thank you.
Alright, I'm taking every single buildable that's up here so no one else gets it.
Yo, the FPS is tanking when I look over there, bro.
Yo!
It's tanking. Look at that fucking whale pushing me off lately.
Low-key.
Did you say who?
Arthur, Dave.
Oh,
Get out of my way, get out of my way.
Oh, wait. 10 minutes already.
Stop talking.
Area.
Turning me on.
What?
Sam. Let me get a chair.
This is really just like Mario Party.